Hey there, Wes Dove here with Dove Development and Consulting. So we've been down this path. We've been looking at several different ways that we lose profitability in our organizations, and specifically the things that are just killing that profitability. A few of the things that we've looked at to this point is how top leadership really sets the tone for organizational culture, how it cascades down through an organization, and how that can impact every other area of our business. Then we moved over to communication that can really affect so many different things, and more recently, we dug into the cost of high turnover and how that can kill productivity and profitability within our organizations. Now, we're going to move from that high turnover to something that really creates, and that's the need for significant recruiting, and really specifically how recruiting can kill profitability too. So what we're going to do as we move forward here is we're going to dig into, specifically to start off with, the high price tag of recruiting and how that can be exponentially more when we've got to do a lot of it. Because my goodness, regardless of the conditions we're in economically, recruiting the best and the brightest candidates that are available in our respective industries always comes with a high price tag. Then we're going to look at, hey, here's the traditional approach to recruiting. Here's what I've seen in my career. And here's how I've seen that cost continue to climb and maybe not yield nearly as good of candidates, especially when the economy is driving different things. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in detail. Then I'm going to suggest that it's probably going to take breaking away from that tradition. We can't do things the way we've always done and not expect to get the same things that we've always gotten. So I'm going to suggest that it might take a little bit different approach and how we can do that. Moving forward, what we're going to do, not here, but soon, we're going to be digging into the impact leadership and significant intentional leadership on how leaders can be involved in that recruiting process, how it impacts the overall costs and how it can drive those costs down and let us capture that profit. Then we're going to walk through some specific steps that any of us in leadership roles can take that supports any HR recruiting approach, any type of approach that we've got for recruiting for our industry that can ultimately, over time, yield a pipeline of the best candidates knocking at the door, whether we're hiring or not, saying, hey, we want to be part of what you're doing. It's not a simple approach, or it is a simple approach, but it's not necessarily easy all the time. But the argument I always make is, my goodness, leadership and running an organization is always hard in some aspect. Do we want to choose the hard that gets great results, or do we want to choose the hard that's that revolving door of profit continuing to hemorrhage that we're losing over and over and over? So with that said, what you can also do is access, wherever you're going through this with me, I challenge you to access the complimentary assessment that we've put together. It's going to be me walking you through a couple of simple questions to help identify what's killing that profitability in your organization and how we can best help you right away to capture some of that and make a difference for the teams you lead and their families. Look forward to seeing any feedback that you've got, working through the assessment with you, and serving you moving forward. Make it a great day, and God bless.